So let's get started right away. This is our fake little network we have here. This is just a couple of VM workstations built up. One of them is a CSP server and the other one's a desktop. It's called Win7. I'm going to go to full screen so hopefully you can get a little better view of this. Now what we're going to do in privilege de-escalation here is we're going to show how it doesn't really matter what user level you are when trying to do protected processes or file calls or whatever, that Symantec Critical System Protection will automatically treat you as an ordinary user and apply rights and privileges depending on how it's set up. So I'm just going to slip on over to the desktop machine. I'm just going to start an FTP session right here, and I'm doing this for no other reason than to show you that FTP is installed and it is working, so that there isn't any special tricks going on behind the scene. We're going to show how this is completely controlled by CSP. So here we are back in the CSP management server in the console. I'm in policies and prevention, and the policy that's been deployed to that desktop is the Win7 production variation of the Symantec core policy protection. I'm going to go to interactive programs and I'm going to enable interactive programs that should not start. And I'll expand this so that you can see that I've already put in the path to FTP. Now, why did I pick FTP? I'm not being mean to FTP, but it's an ubiquitous program. It's installed on every OS that's available. Install Windows, FTP is there. Install Linux, FTP is there. FTP is also sometimes used by the bad guys when trying to exfiltrate data out of your network. So this has practical implications as well. So I'm going to apply the policy. I'll go over to Assets. We'll see that the Windows 7 machine has got it's protected and it's online. I'm going to right-click and apply the policy, and I'll pick this policy that we just changed and finish that. Now we'll see a red flag comes up next to our agent's name. That means that there's a change, a configuration change or a policy change. The management server notifies the agent that there's a policy change. The agent then contacts the management server and says, let me know what that change is and send it to me. I'll just do a refresh. The flag is gone now, so now we know that that policy has been applied to the Windows 7 machine. I'll go over there, and here's the setup. Malicious insider. I'm a disgruntled employee. I've decided that I'm going to do some harm to the company, and I'm going to send some files out. And I've gone to this machine. This is our desktop machine in the finance department. I have administrator privileges, and I'm going to FTP some stuff out of here. So here we go. I'll start FTP, and I find that it can't find the file. Okay. What if I go from the command prompt? FTP. Access is denied. But wait a minute. I'm the administrator. How come I can't get to FTP? Well, let's look at something else here in a minute. I got some bogus application here, and here's some configs, and these are the files that I want to steal. I want to get these out of my organization. The access is denied, although I'm the administrator. How can that be? Well, this is an example of CSP denying privilege. The administrator is automatically knocked down to a standard user, even though this person is logged in with administrator rights. So how can he overcome that? Well, he really can't, but you know, I saw this Will guy come in here once. He was the security guy, and I know that Critical System Protection is running on this machine. And he would start the policy monitor, and I saw Will do this a couple times. He would right-click on this, and he would override the policy tool. Surely, as administrator, I can override. No, I can't. I can't override the policy tool. So, you security folks, Are you watching this closely? Your compliance folks, are you watching this closely? I'm not a compliance expert, but I'm led to believe that PCI requires that you protect the cardholder data, even maybe from someone with administrator privileges. Well, this is how you do it. Now I'm going to back up here and I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to log off as the system administrator. It's actually a domain admin account. And I'm going to log back into this machine with a local account. And it's me. So I'll go to the control panel here. I just want to show you what kind of account that, no, not my account picture, sorry. Just want to show you what kind of account that I have, and it's just an ordinary user. I've created a local account for myself on this machine. I'm not a power user, I'm not an administrator, I'm just a simple user, what everyone else is. So if I try starting the same thing that we had going here earlier, FTP, I find that I have the same problem. I've been denied. The same issue happens if I try to go to our bogus application and try to get to the config files there. What I can do, because I've configured it such in CSP, that security guy named Will, he's running the policy override tool, and now I get permission to do this. Is everybody agreeing with that? Yeah, that must have been it. So now I get the window that pops up that says prevention is now disabled. A window pops up down in the system tray, and there's a red X over the shield that says protection is now off. I'll go back in and try it. Yep, there's FTP. I can run it. I can now browse to my bogus application and actually get to my config file. I can get to my users list. Whatever files I was blocked before is now opened up to me. Blocked from system admin, allowed through CSP through an authorized user. That's user de-escalation. It's a very short presentation, as I promised. If you have any questions, you can send them to me. I'm more than willing to answer questions on the security end of things. Please feel free. You can find my contact information online, or if you have any questions, contact me directly. That's my cell phone number. You can send me a text if you like. There's my email address. If you have any questions whatsoever, please send them along. Thanks everyone for attending.